What's up? This is Casey with another episode of the show I don't have a name for. Today's episode is all about Korea's coronavirus and how Korea is dealing with the coronavirus. It's about month three of the coronavirus, and I'm going to start talking about the coronavirus. It's been very serious. Just wait. Hey, what's up? This is Casey with another episode of the show I don't have a name for. Today's episode of the day is all about Korea's coronavirus and how Korea is dealing with it, how it's affected my life and my job and everything. Today's t-shirt of the day is an awesome RoboCop t-shirt. You'll remove creep. RoboCop's one of my favorite movies of all time. So right now it's March 15th. And I live in Gangneung, South Korea, which is on the east side of South Korea. Uh, and I'm a university professor, and I'm just wanting to talk about how coronavirus has affected our lives over here. Um, this isn't meant to make fun of people who do have coronavirus or have suffered from coronavirus. It's just making fun of some of the people who've gone a little bit overboard with some of the things. First off, Koreans have been wearing the masks ever since about, let's just say, a little bit after Christmas time. But that was more or less when the coronavirus started, but also Koreans usually will wear this around flu season or cold season or just winter in general because there's just some of the generation just kind of shoot doesn't really cough or sneeze into Kleenex or into their arm, so it does get pretty gross and filthy. Um, right now there are I went to the supermarket yesterday, which was March 14th, and you could find plenty of bleach and cleaning products. I don't know if you can see it back there. Uh, Plenty of bottled water. There were no empty spaces. And not to be a jerk about it, but there was plenty of toilet paper and stuff. I know that's a problem in the US right now. The only problem I really had is there weren't any packages small enough for me. I'm a single dude who lives by himself, obviously with a one bedroom. I haven't had a guest stay over since I moved here, which was about 6 months ago. So I don't really need that much. And kind of the tradition in Korea is your landlord might give you a huge package of toilet paper when you move into a new apartment. So they might give you a 30 or 20 rolls of toilet paper, which is kind of sort of sometimes all of these uh, just your regular everyday grocery store will have. So, how has coronavirus changed my university? Well, right now it's March 15th. We were supposed to start school March 2nd, but we still don't have students who moved into the dorms yet. I live in a dorm, but also right across from me is a student dorm, and there still aren't students there. So the school and the city is still kind of sort of like a ghost town. Um, our classes were supposed to start March 2nd. They're starting tomorrow, March 16th, uh, but we're not in face to face classes. We're doing classes online on a it's kind of like a Skype type of a deal. So it's a video type of class. So we're going to do that maybe for 2 weeks, maybe longer. I don't know. Um, I'm not a huge fan of that. I'm not a huge fan of technology. I like to use the whiteboard. I like to walk around. I like to get to know my students. I don't know how well you can do that with just using a computer. You know, I don't know how easy it's going to be for a student to play video games underneath his desk while he's pretending to pay attention to me talk about nouns and verbs and whatever. Uh, Also, I really worry. I get a lot of feedback from students saying, I was really fun, really funny, really energetic, really, something different than what they've had before in their English teachers or just their teachers in general. And now I'm just going to be a face on a computer screen, so that's just not good for me. I think the technical problems are, I'm not, like I said, I'm not the best person with technology. Maybe somebody doesn't have the access to the computer. Maybe their computer breaks. Maybe my computer breaks. Maybe my computer can't handle 10, 20, 30 different kids online at the same time. Uh, you know, I teach, some of my classes are 1, 2, 3, 4 hours. Watching me for 4 hours, might be fun for some of you, but it could be really boring for some other kids. So uh, there are certain things that I'm going to try and do, like separate the kids into little groupy groups, but ugh, it could be really rough and really boring for these kids. Also, you know, just everyday actions, getting to know them. Who's the kid who wears the cool shoes? Who's the kid who, wearing whatever t-shirt? Who's the best kisser? You have no idea. I usually make sure to kiss every student mouth to mouth. That's our greeting. I don't. Um, but how long could this stuff last? We can't know all of the downfalls of all of this. Hopefully it's over and we get some ideas soon of what's going to happen. We really just don't know, which is the unfortunate part. Some good things. Well, one good thing I see is some of the little kids. Maybe it's just because I'm out more, uh, but I see little kids playing with mom and dad during the day. So that's one thing the kids don't get a lot of time to do, no matter what age they are. It's just playing with mom and dad and playing outside. A lot of times they're playing video games, a lot of times they're studying. And I'm sure that mom and dad are, you know, locking them indoors. Lots of kids are getting locked indoors and saying, you got to study, you got to study, you got to study. But I do feel like I see more kids outside playing baseball, running around, goofing off, and doing other things besides just being inside all the time, being in school all the time. And I think that's important for any kid. So hopefully, that's one good thing that happens out of this. Um, Koreans haven't really panicked out of this. Like I said, the grocery store was just fine. Uh, Seoul and another different city, Daegu, are different stories. But, my city has been just fine. I look on Facebook and it seems like all my friends from the US are having problems with this, that, and the other thing. So ugh. I think we just have to listen to the news, but try not to panic over every little thing. I haven't really worried about it, but I'm a pretty fit person who can handle uh, most things. I don't know, whatever. I'm going to shut up soon. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I hope you don't get coronavirus. I hope you're not panicked. I hope you can get water, toilet paper, hand sanitizer, soap, and all the other things. Again, this wasn't meant to make fun of coronavirus or anybody with it or anybody who suffered any which way. It was just to make fun of the panic syndrome of it. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. You're the best. Bye. And if you're locked up, watch RoboCop 1 and 2.